Damon at breakfast.
Well, time now is 11 minutes past 7. Welcome along to the AD Damon Breakfast Show here on BBC Radio Leicester. I'm glad to have you with me. Well, next for this morning, one of the problems that our hospitals face is the amount of people who can't be discharged into the community because they need care which isn't available. Well, statistics published by NHS Digital show that at the end of June 2022, there were more than 132,000 vacant care posts, a vacancy rate of almost 10%. Well, BBC Radio Leicester's Helen McCarthy has been out to visit one family who paid privately for a care assistant whilst waiting for a social services assessment. In this piece, you can hear the difference that one carer can make for one family.
Yeah, I'm Colin, and Kathleen's my mum, and she's 92, and she's lived with us for probably about 16 years.
I'm Julie, Colin's wife, obviously, and Kathleen's my mother-in-law. Kathleen has been in hospital a couple of times. She broke her hip, and back in the summer, she fell in her bedroom, landed on her face a couple of days in hospital. Had she not been living with us, I don't know what would have happened to her or where she'd have been able to go. And she would have been one of these people that has to stay in hospital until some care packages has been put in place for her. So, yeah, I can see that is... And I actually feel that us being able to have a carer and pay for a carer to come in enables the stretched resources that there are to go to somebody else, because, you know, Kathleen could afford to have a private carer. So maybe we're doing a little bit, to help. I don't know.
Do you get any help from the government?
We pay for it privately. It's £27 an hour. We've asked for assessment, but unfortunately they are just under such pressure that we're still waiting, and I'm sure we'll be waiting for another couple of months as well. So it was a case of, if you can provide things, just do it. Well, at the end of the day, your mother's the most important person in your life, isn't it, at the end of the day? And I'm just concerned that as she declines, she needs the best care possible. And we're willing and obviously wanting to provide that for her.
What would you like to say to Beth? What kind of a difference does she make?
Beth makes a huge difference. She is bright and sunny and cheerful, and we sit down here and we can hear the laughter that is going on upstairs between Kathleen and Beth, and it's brilliant. It brightens Kathleen's day every single time that she comes.
Yeah, shall we go up and see Kathleen then?
Brace yourself.
Quite a character, is what I'm hearing. Let's go up the stairs.
You're not today.
Hi, I'm Helen from BBC Radio Leicester.
Oh,
and we're recording a little bit about Beth and what she does.
She's wonderful.
Is she? What's she like?
Very caring. Always there for me. Yes, I count the days up. Then I know when she's coming. But I hear her laugh first. That was good. Yeah, she's great.
I've heard her laugh. It's wonderful, isn't it?
Yes. Sorry.
So my name's Beth. I'm a care professional with Home Instead. I've been working for them for the last 6 months now, having made a massive career change back in July from the fashion industry.
Money-wise, we hear about carers not being paid enough, lots leaving.
I mean, I was cautious of getting into it myself initially because of the wage rate and the drop that it would be for me, and how would I cope? But I got to the point I was so burnt out with what I was doing that it was worth taking the risk because I couldn't stick with where I was anymore. But yeah, I think it definitely keeps people away, potentially, from stepping into it, because it can be tough. It can be a lot of hours. It can be tough emotionally sometimes.
How long is your day?
Every day's different, but on average, quite often I can start a day at 9 o'clock in the morning and my last call won't finish until 10 o'clock in the evening. But I'm rich in life, and I must say I'm a much happier, more relaxed and satisfied person now.
She's dead bossy.
So are you. What would you like to say to Beth?
I love her to bits.
It's just lovely, isn't it? That was BBC Radio Leicester's Helen McCarthy out with Beth, a care with home instead. Well, Nisha Chandarana is a Managing Director from there. She's with me now. Nisha, good morning to you. I'm gonna ask you about Beth in just a moment's time. But I just wanted to start by asking about vacancies. What's it like in terms of hiring staff at the moment?
Little better. I think the care industry has got a very negative reputation. But like you've heard from Beth, caring is a professional job. Small tasks like making a cup of tea and sitting there and chatting to someone or taking them shopping makes a huge difference to their life. It's a professional job. I don't feel that it's a job that, I hear things like she's just a carer, and it really infuriates me because they're more than a carer. They're companions, they're cooks, they're counsellors, they're comedians, they're personal assistants. There's so much more that goes into it. And they're trained to handle situations that can be challenging. We have challenging behaviours, all sorts of things. So, I think that they're care professionals in my eyes.
So Nisha, with that in mind, and just hearing you say there that it's got a bad reputation and it's just a carer, they're just a carer. Why has it got this bad rep?
I think it sounds dreadful, but everybody thinks it's just personal care. It's not just personal care. Nursing is a profession, and there's personal care involved there, but somehow, because we've got a qualification with it, it's different. We train our staff to a high level, as I'm sure most people do in the industry. There should be a qualification that goes with it, and it would change people's perception of things.
So how can you change that perception? How can you encourage more people into the care industry? Because it seems that there's this perception across the media that there's a lack of staff. I mean, what would you say to that?
It's very hard to change people's perception of things. I think we need to talk about it more. We had a lady join us last year at 71, and she was so unsure. She was so worried that she wouldn't be up to the job. She came to see us in the office. Our recruitment officer, Natalie, spoke to her, put her mind at rest. We put her through training, and she's working now, and she's the happiest she's ever been. She said, I've never been happier in a job. She won Care Professional of the Year last year as a newcomer to care. She's never had an award. The thing is, with this, you can choose your hours. So she does a few hours a day in the morning, a few hours in the evening. In the day, she's free. You can adjust. It's a flexible job that you can adjust around your own timings. You can choose the hours that you wish to work. I think it's just a case of giving it a go, and more people like Kathleen talking about it. We find the people who come to us through word of mouth, who've spoken to other care professionals, Beth came to us from word of mouth, have a better idea of what's going on than the negative press that it gets all the time.
And Nisha, how does that feel, hearing, as you say there, Kathleen talking about Beth and Beth's giggle and her laugh and what she does and provides for the family? How does that make you feel?
Oh, it makes me feel so proud. I'm so proud of the work Beth and all my care professionals do every single day. I mean, I've been in different industries, but I've never been prouder than I am in this industry of the work we do.
And with that in mind, if someone's listening to this morning and thinking, hearing Beth say that she went from the fashion industry into the care industry, if there's someone who's perhaps a little bit unsure about joining the care industry, what would you say? How would you convince them?
Okay. Please don't get put off by the negative reputation for a job in care. Caring is a professional job. Small tasks like taking someone shopping or chatting to them over the phone or over a cup of coffee, should I say, can change people's lives. If you're unsure and want to know more, call us at the office at home instead. One of our care staff will talk to you. You can meet them. We'll answer any questions you have, and we'll be able to put your mind at rest. Give it a go.
Nisha, it's great to have you on the show. Thank you ever so much for talking so passionately and trying to encourage people into the care industry as well. Nisha Chandarana there, Managing Director from Home Instead, joining us this morning here on BBC Radio Leicester. We're going to carry on that conversation just after 8 o'clock this morning, finding out more about hearing how these struggles